October 19th, 327 Wright & Co. Law Offices. Do we get Maya again? I miss her.
Hey, hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back with either Mia or Maya. We're about to find out.
Man, that was a close one.
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry. I missed it.
Huh? Maya?
Oh, the baby's back.
No, you haven't met the baby yet. That's in the second game.
Oh, this is true. Apollo's not here yet.
Hello, I am an 8-year-old child with the voice of an 80-year-old man.
Please let me voice Apollo.
I still love
I have to voice someone.
Far From Subtle's playthrough of this game, where the second he saw the young kid, he immediately went, "Hello, Mr. Wright." I was like, and it just stuck like that because it was just so funny.
Mm-hmm. So, what happened?
Well, I think I got a pretty idea of who did it.
What?
Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
I would like to point out right now that canonically, Phoenix Wright knows who did it. Because there was only one person in that trailer who is a named character that is a skinny person that has enough strength to throw him onto that steel fencing.
Or just push him.
So now we need to figure out how Dee Vasquez actually did it.
Well, she's the only, as you said, she's the only other.
Because he would have said the villain was a ball, and we would have instantly known. Okay, there's only one character that actually fits that description.
Because they would have at least name dropped one of the sponsors or one of the bigwigs.
Yeah, the bigwigs would have shown up.
Probably older men.
Yeah, what's going on? No, I couldn't have pushed him. No, you tapped him with his cane and made him fall over. Yes, I did it. Take me away. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to defend myself. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that? It's the exact thing that you were cleared free of, Maya.
That's the new court system they introduced about 2 or 3 years ago. Had many cases in the system, so they decided to speed up the whole process.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. It basically forces the legal system to basically clear out stock, but that also means, canonically, it also means that a lot of other, like, minor cases, like, child custody and the suing of one person to another or a company entity, it means that they also have to be solved in 3 days, or it basically just sits in a hung trial and it just dissipates. Basically, it means that you can't spend 2 years dragging someone through the legal court system to go, whoops, I guess I was the person responsible. I guess I'll just take all this money.
Well, I'm glad that they sorted that out, but it's still a tightrope act.
Yeah. It basically is there so legal costs don't go through the roof, essentially. And
it also keeps plot holes from cropping up, how you can't spend, like, an eternity on the same case until you actually get the information.
Yeah.
It speeds the levels up without making it seem too hokey.
It also tells you that there is no possible way for you to have a 4th investigation day. Never once has this ever been broken. Never once has this ever been broken.
That's been broken, hasn't it?
I think the only time it actually ends up being broken is when you step in halfway through a case and it starts going in another direction because now a new murder has happened in an ongoing case. And so that is now extended 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be the only time in which that actually happens, but we're going to get there when we get to it.
Yep.
Well, we have no time to waste. Except for that time that we just spent talking about everything else. No, I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? She had the exact same reaction I thought she was going to. You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to figure out.
Because it's the motive. What happened with the What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director are both in the trailer.
Huh?
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene was at Studio 2, where the trailer is.
Why?
Huh, because Maya is always this excitable. Have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
I almost choked on my own spit. Maybe we should go talk to WP.
Right. Maybe Powers might have something.
Are we gonna show her evidence?
Who would have thought that Jack Hammer was inside? But why did he steal it? That's what I have to figure out. Wait, we didn't actually ask her about it, we just showed her the picture and then thought about it?
It's like we pressed it into her face, and then it's like, look at this. I wish I had my own samurai spear. Just think, I could poke you as much as I wanted. It's called a pencil.
Me? Why? So what do you think about this? It's the fanboy's prized possession.
Wow, impressive. It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV.
Yeah, these are mostly taken at those PR shows that they do at stores and fairs. Pretty sure it's not even Will Powers inside the suit.
No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick?
Yeah, whatever you say.
She's only like, what, 18?
This is Cody's...
Hey, a digital camera!
Did you steal that from him, Phoenix?
He did. I'm impressed a kid like him would have something this expensive.
Blood money.
His dad's in the Yakuza.
Yeah, he's... But we
Kids
won't
these
get to
days.
that until the second game, and it's amazing when he shows back up and you're like, what? Wait.
He's older.
It could actually be a different kid I'm thinking about, but still, it's really funny to think that,
It'd
it's
be
like,
hilarious
oh yeah,
if
that
we're
explains
mixing
how
up-
he gets so much money and keeps going everywhere, is because they have infinite money. Kids these days. I don't imagine spirit mediums in training get a lot of toys.
That's everything we've got.
Okay, what do we actually have that's different? Nothing. Okay. So let's select the will before we do anything else.
October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
Could you wipe that grin off your face?
No. Hey, Dub, WP, 1 day left, and then they throw out your case. Let's make it count.
No, he's automatically found as guilty.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yes.
That's...
Because it's guilty until proven innocent in this, apparently.
Oh, yes, because it's the Japanese legal system.
Yeah. If the defense cannot prove within a shadow of a doubt that they could not have made it, they automatically just throw the book at them.
Literally.
Yeah. Though, there's not really anything I could do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter, Maya.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez? Oh, the
Because
producer?
that's instantly the person he asked about first.
Yeah, it was right at the top. She's well respected in the industry. Say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at the Global Studios for 5 years. Right or wrong, no one dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
And what?
nothing. Forget it.
No.
I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director,
Oh, that makes sense.
but something in his work caught Miss Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. Here he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine her being at her beck and call, but I can't imagine him jumping.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started this business. But he just stopped taking big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions like Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago.
The same time D. Vasquez showed up.
Actually, now that I think about it, it was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years.
That's not coincidence. Because this is a video game, it can't be.
Here's that picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside the suit? I mean, he's the only one who could have been it. Why would that be?
Yeah, why?
You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer Spirit and ask him yourself?
Give me about 3 more years.
Oh, look at us. 2 novices. Regarding the murder weapon. Yes?
There's a distinct lack of blood to it.
It's heavy. Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person could have been able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I think we already did this one, but I'm just restating it. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
Oh yeah.
No duct tape. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life. These are the steel samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Okay, so that's about it.
October
good.
19th, Global Studios. We're about to break your heart. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. You aren't gonna yell at me? Nick, she's scaring me. I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet you we can even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Woo, she's alive!
I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. Seems a bit bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Well, then can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's a pushover. He does what Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
How? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No. No, it doesn't, Maya. As he, hides the fact he's sweating.
Violent flashbacks. Violent war flashbacks.
Hey, Phoenix, why are you the one audibly sweating now? Don't ask, Maya.
It's not like I have a hidden history that would have put me on Mia's radar or something.
About Mr. Hammer. Ah, I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh no, she's really pissed this time.
That's the thing she's worried
You
about.
listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Fine. This old bag. Why? Get that filth out of my sight. You're really claiming that poor old Hammer in there. I thought you were such innocent youths.
You
Bah.
never thought we were that. Don't lie to us.
Miss Oldbag? Oh. Okay, let's just go past her. Let's check out the employee area first.
I guess they're not filming today either. I want to see them filming just one time.
It'll be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them film later.
I guess. This where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Huh.
I was wondering if there's any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No touching.
Is it because we've stolen so much? We've stolen a lot of
Oh,
things, so
sorry,
we're gonna
pal.
keep stealing?
I didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack.
I guess it could be a little dramatique at times.
That's not even a word, I'm sure.
Suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
Wouldn't they have faded by now, though, with time? It's the fingerprints you want. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How?
Through a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct.
And any food in the area.
But I have capabilities that make a cursory examination right here. Sasuke gave me some testing solution. That looks like the same bottles before. Hey, they couldn't spring more than just one. Like, this is innocuous chemical bottle. This reacts to the sleeping pills. Yeah.
So you're checking for roofies.
It'll change color if there's traces.
Wow, neat. My sister taught me a trick like that. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal.
But I want to see it.
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright? So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Okay. How's Edward doing, by the way? Mr. Edward is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Wow. Talk about burns, pal.
So you're saying he is dramatic, extra, and extreme. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Crushing paper cups.
Boom!
Cups?
Boom!
Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. Found the victim Jackhammer's prints on that bottle.
So that means...
Yeah, sounds like he was the one who put Powers to sleep, none other than the victim. So I was right. Thank you for that piece of evidence back.
I'll just take the bottle.
How goes the investigation? Tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal.
Like all the other real messes in every other case in this series.
Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Mr. Powers. Some people think we should just switch suspects.
Why do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. kind of feel bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Yeah, he kind of has to stick with it. It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm gonna go back to the precinct and do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up at the director's testimony. If anyone had been there but you, Powers would have been done by now. Yeah. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, talk about embarrassing, pal. Can't believe I missed on my first sweep for evidence.
I know, how did anyone?
I don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth.
It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility.
Oh, blush. Audible blush. Okay, let's check out the dressing room to see if... Oh,
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week's the last episode of The Steel Samurai. Our rating's completely tanked. What? No! She's crying in the corner, sobbing egregiously.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes.
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt?
Like it's like a clay, maybe a talc.
Perhaps a chalk, but it was colored weird. Dirt, bad stuff.
So it was chalk.
I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer.
It's always 5 years.
They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film
Because
set?
it was an Old West film set. Because he was in an Old West film a while back.
Yeah.
What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever did kill Mr. Hammer signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear Global Studios is going to change its programming soon. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
So why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand. How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love Steel Samurai? What about me? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. There's other channels and other programming. And to be honest, the Steel Samurai was too good for the programming, anyways.
Also, they need a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for. Here, take a look at this.
And this is?
A fan collected all these photographs. Kids love the Steel Samurai. Show couldn't be canceled just to do some just so adults can save some face.
I would think.
I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? Like a murder? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it all up. And that's the dirt she had on.
That's the dirt that she had on Mr. Hammer?
I get too into this. And that's why Mr. Hammer wouldn't do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Because it would have ruined the ratings. Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. And they were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her. She'll talk. Okay, let's explore. Why are you still slinking around?
Snooping about as usual, we see.
If you like the place so much, why don't you just take over from me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everyone's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Call it animal control. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Ooh.
Who told you? Who'd you hear this from? Nichols. Nichols?
Nichols. Nick Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to?
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some sort of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Yeah. Sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Hammer stole the costume.
It's the monkey head.
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yeah, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. I know that we kind of took it from Gumshoe, but we needed to show you, so I'm probably gonna have to give that.
We're just walking around with a giant monkey head and like a half-eaten plate of T-bone steak and broccoli.
There are traces of sleeping powder on the plate. Ha! I bet Powers put it there himself. Even a lightweight like him would have had trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer's put the pill in. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk.
Finally.
Tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Sold bag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. And what's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. Guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
Ah, she's a Yakuza member, which also ties the kid in and why the kid was. That's a lot.
No, the Italian mafia.
Oh, okay.
She silenced the paparazzi. But that was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone.
Miss Oldbag, we know that.
Hold on a moment.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this. Photograph.
Oh.
Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer's supposed to fight the bad guy at the top of those stairs, right?
Maybe they should have made the area safe for doing stunts or something. Almost as if the studio is culpable in the death as much as Hammer is, except they have a lot more culpability because they didn't make the area safe for actors to do stunts on.
Pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence. But how'd you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Okay, I understand. 5-year-old photo added.
Dude, we want to show it to her?
Poor old Hammer. He was a big star. Biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. Didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, then Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws onto him.
Let's go to Studio 2.
First, let's actually present this to Powers to see what he has to say. Okay, nothing. I just wanted to make sure.
We need to immediately go over to Studio 2. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2.
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. No, he went willingly.
Oh, right. We can't go back to Studio 1 because we haven't gotten the card back.
Look who's there guarding stuff. Are we about to be embroiled in a... Maya, please, just keep your mouth shut and let us collect evidence. And then you can talk at the offices. You're a bit of a talking Gabby. Let's just get through this, and then we can leave, and we can talk about what we know. But you're not gonna do that because you're Maya, and I love you. But she just can't keep her mouth shut. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Oh.
Maya, you could at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently.
We're gonna go check the furnace. Can we examine the furnace yet?
Yeah.
Finally.
Incinerator. Apparently, this is just one they put in recently. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much.
Or they used it recently.
A light man for moving staff and equipment around. You've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it runs fine.
Let's go for a drive.
I'm sure if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge again, Nick?
This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. Something left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
Something wrong?
I don't know, I'm getting a funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know?
I'm gonna wait for you to actually realize what is wrong with their plates if they ate the
There's
same
no
food.
T-bone steak.
Yeah, there's no bone.
It's the murder weapon.
Can't say that I understand.
I'm not sure I understand, I'm just grasping at straws.
The 2 painted there. So this is the number that in Cody's photo. And to think, if you hadn't brought that photograph in,
Don't get all teary-eyed yet.
okay. Some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
Almost as if you can kill a man on those.
Nope, still not putting it into evidence. Apparently.
That's so
Try the
annoying.
door. It's unlocked. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. This looks like materials. Staying there for quite some time, yeah.
Might as well be a junkyard.
Essentially, like, slide back over to her so that it doesn't look awkward.
Excuse me. Mr. Hammers came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do we need to... Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear. So I was
I
wondering
mean,
if you
she's
could tell me
probably
about...
right, but for the wrong reasons.
I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila.
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer where I can kill you by yourselves. Oh, is he in there?
Oh dear.
Oh, let's go talk to him then. Yeah, that's not present stuff yet. Oh, which one of these looks like a Western? I think it was the Dynamite Samurai.
Well,
that this
probably
would have
wouldn't
taken
have been
place.
released.
Yeah. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed.
So this is the way it was
Yeah.
during the last meeting.
Yeah, it's all the same information from before. They just Still presenting evidence.
Why are you showing that to me, Nick?
Oh, I get it. It's basically like, I need to show someone this.
So there's no T-bone steaks on there at all. There's no T-bones.
Yeah.
Where'd the bones go? Where'd both the bones go? Because I'm starting to retract that thought that the bone was used to kill it, because that's pretty absurd.
Yeah.
But why would Salmonella say that they were T-bones when there's no T-bone steaks here?
She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
Well...
Old bag.
Old?
She means the security guard lady, Miss Old Bag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
It's called blackmail, sweetheart. The wind.
Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer, and she's acting weird, and we shouldn't trust her anywhere near the door. You came. Well, what was that you were talking about?
Why are you so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that incident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, yeah, you've been blackmailing pretty much everyone at this entire company. Well, if that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is all this about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? Oh, she's trying to move blame.
No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That's what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security guard lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she's a big fan of Hammer, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his handsheet and gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. Of course, he could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys.
Oh. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Why'd we walk in here?
Tell me, why? Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all?
Because she pushed him. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time thinking about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal, as he slides through the window again.
He just crams his square shoulders all the way in.
D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Oh, saved by Gumshoe. Humph. Not bad. Very well. And now she thinks that we're, like, on top of our game, whereas Phoenix just blindly
No, Gumshoe was
away.
following us to get the plate back. It just happens to hear the conversation.
Wow, we've been recording for a long time.
Yeah, this episode was a little bit longer because I wanted it to be the entire investigation. Because I knew it was kind of shorter, so it wouldn't be like a single episode.
It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. She just threatened to kill both of us and dump our bodies in the incinerator. Gumshoe, you're a hero.
Hey, you okay, pal? So, I was a little late with my entrance.
A little late.
Don't get any chances to practice this sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. I was about to die like my
Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective.
He's so proud of himself. Look at that.
Okay, I've got one more job to do today. Sure, we'll run into each other again soon.
Do we still have the photo?
Yeah.
Well, Nick?
See?
Oh, for once we get to keep important evidence. Looks like we're getting close to the bottom of it.
Who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. There we go. We actually managed to finish this episode before the 50-minute mark. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time with the actual like day of trial.
Oh, that was close. We almost died.
Okay. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.